This year, America celebrates its 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And as we reflect on our nation's past, we do want to look back and highlight some of the important places and people here in Middle Georgia, like Ocmulgee Mounds National Historical Park. Here's 41 NBC's Fiona King.
While we are celebrating 250 years of America, let's remember that people have called this land home for much longer than that. The Ocmulgee Mounds National Historical Park holds more than 12,000 years of human history. This park is actually a prehistoric Native Indian site where once many different indigenous cultures called it home. But about 200 years ago, those communities were forced to leave.
Betrayal, poverty, trauma. Trauma is the biggest one, but renewal. Renewal in that we have not stopped fighting and healing, and that's truly where we are today.
Cultural preservation advocate Tracy Rivas is helping the nation reflect as the U.S. celebrates its 250th anniversary. But for her and many Indigenous people, this milestone brings a complex mix of reflection, pride, and pain.
You lured us in, and then you stabbed us in the back. And so, but we didn't die, and we're still here.
Rivas, who is part Muskogee Creek, shared her story with us, recalling how her ancestors once thrived at the Ocmulgee Mounds before being forced out to Oklahoma. Rivas explained that around the 1600s, Ocmulgee Mounds was a thriving capital city. Centuries before European settlers arrived, people in the area worked as farmers, fishermen, and hunters. They gathered for official meetings and trade. The area's importance is no accident.
A lot of cities developed along that fall line. Even in Georgia, it's Columbus, Macon, Milledgeville, and Augusta all developed along this fall line, all the way up to D.C., which developed along the fall line in the coastal plain up in that area.
That was the lead interpretive ranger at Ocmulgee Mounds National Historical Park, Robin Barker. He says this area has always been very sought after due to its location. Rivas noted when European settlers arrived in the 1700s, the Muskogee helped them survive. There was a period of coexistence and even prosperity as the two communities traded and shared land.
But they also made us very prosperous because we had trade posts. We would help them with food, and they would trade with us, and we became wealthy. And we, weirdly enough, they stayed in there. We would allot them land. It was in kind. You can stay in this area. This is ours. And there was a relationship there.
As more settlers arrived, tensions grew. Both sides tried to keep the peace, including signing treaties starting in 1733. But by the 1830s, the Muskogee people were forcibly relocated to Oklahoma.
The entire state of Georgia, from a tribal aspect, was lost in 100 years.
The people that once called Ocmulgee home were relocated to Oklahoma in the 1830s, and they didn't have too much of a say in what emerged after that here in central Georgia. But as they were relocated, their culture survived through many challenges and difficulties and is today thriving.
Rivas says after the Muskogee were removed, the land became slave plantations. It wasn't until the 1930s that efforts began to protect the historic site, eventually becoming a national monument thanks to local advocacy.
Macon was born along this river because of what it was, but for Middle Georgians coming in and protecting that, it would have been lost, and this whole story would have been completely changed.
Today, Ocmulgee Mounds National Historical Park serves as both a memorial and a place of renewal.
A great way to learn about these cultures and how they have survived is through the Ocmulgee Indigenous celebration, which usually occurs here at the park in mid-September, and where we invite many Southeastern tribal members back to their homeland here to educate the public about their culture through songs, stories, dances, art, games. It's a great way to connect and learn about the culture that originated here in central Georgia.
Rivas sees reflections of the past in today's world and says the nation is facing a crucial moment for reconciliation.
250 years, and we know that we're repeating history right now, right? We know that. We see these same trends going. There's a time of reconciliation right now. This is a time that we have to put these stories together, to let them all live in this land, and for us to figure out how to truly coexist, to be patient with each other, to be tolerant, to learn how to coexist.
In Macon, Fiona King, 41 NBC News.
Rivas is now the CEO of the Ocmulgee National Park and Preserve Initiative and working to restore the tribal voice as Georgia moves towards its first national park. As part of the ongoing efforts in 2024, Macon-Bibb County and the Muskogee Creek Nation announced new downtown street signs in the Creek language.